If the Rio Major has taught us anything, it's to expect the unexpected.
Whatever you'd like to say it now.
Your pickems.
There have been countless upsets so far. A caster was ejected from the tournament after causing a fight. And FaZe, the #1 team in the world, went 0-3 and is now knocked out of the tournament. We haven't even gotten to the playoffs yet. Listen, I knew this was going to be crazy, but holy f***. To say that the Rio Major has been hype would be a big understatement, and a lot of the praise needs to go to the amazing fans in attendance. They haven't even gotten to the stadium yet, and these motherfuckers have already busted out instruments, ridiculous signs, and amazing chants.
They're running out of ideas here on the Spirit side. You saw that one quick, maybe trying to use this atmosphere. Right, you know in-game leaders in the past have used loud environments like this.
Now, although they are going above and beyond, I think that level of passion was somewhat expected from the Brazilian home crowd. What was hard to imagine is just how unpredictable these matches would be and just how cursed our pickems would turn out. For those that don't know, every major allows players to buy a pass, and that pass gives you a bronze coin that's dedicated to that tournament. You can then participate in what's called pickems, where you choose what teams you think will move on in each round. Get enough correct in every bracket and your coin gets upgraded to silver, gold, and then diamond. Some tournaments are easier than others to get the diamond coin, and people assume that the Rio Major was going to be one of the more difficult ones. Just not this difficult. Off the rip in Challenger stage, Greyhound Gaming, the team that everybody picked to go 0-3, ended up getting a win against Cloud9 of all teams.
He is stuck in the open, stranded and desperate, and Greyhound just one bullet landing away.
To add to that, those who wanted to believe in the crowd buff ended up getting burnt when Imperial and OO Nation became the ones getting knocked out without a win. On top of that, favorites Vitality and C9 ended up just squeaking through at the bottom of the bracket, with Mouse and Bad News Eagles being the ones to go undefeated. As crazy as all that seems, things got even weirder both inside and outside the server. You had entire teams crashing mid-round and fans getting accused of trying to give hints to certain players. Basically, whatever expectations you had going into this major, they were probably wrong. But strangest of all, news broke that CSGO caster Sadokist was removed and replaced from the major after causing a disturbance at the hotel that required police services. It was reported that he returned from a bar intoxicated and then got into an altercation with Galiz and Furia while they were trying to film content. Allegedly, Sadokist threw something at the group and even broke a TV. Police services were called and eventually ESL removed him from the talent pool. As of now, there hasn't been any information on what exactly sparked this altercation or what happened during it. Luckily, the Legend stage was about to kick off and take us away from all the drama. Plus, we'd get to finally see some of the tournament favorites in action. Unfortunately, that would not last too long because the #1 ranked team in the world, FaZe, would end up getting blasted by every team they faced, becoming the first ones eliminated from the stage.
Carrigan 2 to 5 and they're out! Unbelievable! Bad News Eagles are the bearers of bad news for FaZe. On the second day, they're escorted out of Rio.
Let me try to emphasize just how crazy this is. FaZe was the favorite for the tournament, and this loss not only sent them home, but eliminated their chance at getting the Grand Slam. On top of this being utterly insane, it also sparked a conversation about how something like this could happen. Although Kerrigan tried to take the blame for his team's shortcomings, many people pointed to the tournament's format as the real culprit. You see, FaZe's first game was against C9, who are ranked 5th globally, and their second was against Vitality, who are ranked 2nd. This is objectively a more difficult route than one that, let's say, Furia had. But honestly, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. FaZe was the #1 seeded team, and after C9 and Vitality fumbled the bag in the Challenger stage, they were put into the lower seeds. So with the way the format works and how the other games shaked out, FaZe had to face the 7th and 8th seeded teams in the Legend stage, who just so happen to be pretty damn good teams. Now there are other formats you can use, like double elim or round robin, that might help avoid these toxic matchups, but it's not great for the players or the viewing experience. Another argument against the current format is that it can lead to super uneven matchups later on in the tournament, as a team that maybe shouldn't have made it ends up facing a really good team and just gets stomped. But at the same time, this is how you can truly get some of the craziest outcomes. Sure, a lot of people are salty they don't get to see their FaZe Na'Vi storyline come true, but if you limit yourself to that view, you rob yourself of something potentially more amazing. Honestly, take it all in. Vitality and Liquid were also sent packing, and Na'Vi had to go the full 5 series just to move on. And with the playoffs just around the corner, we've got some crazy matchups. Furia has been playing amazing, and they have the support of an entire nation behind them, but Na'Vi is going to be a very tough series to start with. That being said, if anyone can pull it off, I think it's them. Now, as much as I would love to see that happen, I can't help but feel that this might be C9's tournament. Although they had a shaky start, they've been looking very strong, and their path to grand finals is very doable. Now, I will say you should take all of my predictions with a grain of salt. I'm not very smart, and my pickems are down dastardly right now. Honestly, this might be the hardest diamond coin to achieve in the history of CSGO. But whatever happens, I honestly don't think I care anymore. This has been one of the most unpredictable CSGO majors I've ever seen, in a good way. And yes, I am a diehard Brazilian CS fan, so I'm biased when I say this, but I think it has the potential to be one of the greatest tournaments in esports history. What if there's a tournament that somehow all of Southern Ontario was invested in, and everyone just like the whole world stage finally discovered what the Southern Ontario accent was? Just a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh, bud, let's fucking go, bud." Dangle snipe Sally safe. Sorry, that would be great though, or maybe humiliating. I don't know. Dougie, what are you doing? What are you doing there? Get us a goddamn CS:GO tournament.